What's going on, everybody? You're tuned into the Fantasy Couch podcast. We're here talking about Minshew, Thursday night football. We're doing some over/under games and some fantasy buy low, sell high. That Mike's have some buy low, sell high for you. Mike Matal's in the building, not doing it solo. Ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm back. I was in Vegas last week. Sorry, everyone. Last minute Vegas trip. You know how that goes. I'll have to tell you twice.
So, who I'm listening to Joe Buck and I want to know the live chat. What do you guys think? I haven't met one person, not like even in person, like online. Obviously, I talk to a lot of people online. Does one person like Joe Buck? I just find this so fascinating. Do you like Joe Buck, Mike?
I don't like hate him. I do agree. He was talking about all the penalty flags they were throwing. I definitely agree. Like, I don't know what they're doing, like the referees, but they need to chill out on the flag. Like, I think someone called him at halftime. I'm pretty sure this happened. So if you notice, in the first half, there was like
Oh
17
yeah, that's
penalties. And then
true.
the third quarter, there was 0. Like, that shows like someone called down from above, probably Roger. I was like, what are you guys doing down there? You guys are ruining the Thursday. This is the only game on. Like, everyone can watch you guys doing this. Like, stop. I really think that happened because, yeah, that game was awful. Tom Brady even tweeted like, "What's going on?" If Tom Brady's tweeting about it, like, that's a problem in my eyes.
Yeah, that is what happened. Because Tom Brady tweeted it, then they stopped, and it just it was stupid. Because this is, after all, it is it's a prime time show,
Yeah,
and like the script's going god awful. It's like everyone's
where's the
forgetting their
penalty on the first
line.
play?
Yeah, it's
They can't even do one play without a penalty. It's like, come on, and it
yeah.
ruins the flow. It was just awful. It was
Yeah, it's
unwatchable
kind of
on the.
like if you had a comedy skit, variety skit show coming on Thursday night and no one's laughing, and then during the break, Roger Goodell calls and goes, like, "Let's get funny, guys! Like, let's do some. This is going atrocious."
He's like Lorne Michaels, like calling SNL, like, dude, you guys better pick up the jokes.
Yeah, and I guess it was good that it's good that they mentioned it because it was like we had to say something,
Yeah,
especially with I retweeted Tom Brady. I'm like, come on, guys! Like, this is just out of
it's
hand.
bad. It was almost unbearable. Like, that's how noticeable it was.
Yeah, and
So
completely did kill the momentum and just anything going on. Like it was horrible. It is what it is. So what do we learn from Thursday night football? Other than games are pretty unpredictable and somewhat boring, we learned
they're
that
bad.
yeah, they're bad usually. Who even played last week? I totally don't even remember. I remember
That's
week
because it
one.
was bad.
Week one was the
It was bad.
Packers Bears, and we talked about how bad it was. And then week
Oh, yeah,
two,
who did play? We gotta
I
look
have
this up.
not a clue. You look that up. While
Okay.
I review all the way up to Minshew.
Okay.
Corey Davis, I just traded him away for a bag of peanuts
You
in
drafted him?
no in
Oh
Dynasty.
my.
No.
Oh God. I was gonna
What do
say
you
you're
think?
better than
So I
that.
did draft him last year in Dynasty. It was one of the picks I got the most excited about. It just didn't pan out, man. And so I traded him for a bag of peanuts.
That's good. At least you got out.
Oh yeah, and I think that was a great trade because when am I ever gonna start Corey Davis? Like, it's horrible unless they get a new quarterback, like a really good one, and I don't. They're not tanking, so I don't think they'll get a better quarterback. Mariota, he's not a franchise QB. I think that's pretty much settled. We got to go find somebody else. That's what the Titans got to be saying right now. Because he's just not going to win you any big games. When you rely on Mariota to win, he's not going to be able to do it for you. Someone says Browns Jets. Was that it?
No, it was it was Bucks and Panthers.
Oh yeah, the one
Another terrible game.
where Cam couldn't hit any receivers.
Yeah.
Dang.
When OJ Howard laid a goose.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had a DFS going just Thursday night only, and I had Godwin in as he
Ooh,
was
he
the
was good. He was the only good part about that whole thing.
he was the multiplier. So I was doing well, and then I also had Curtis Samuel very high. So I was one of the few that didn't have Christian McCaffrey as
Ooh,
the
that's good.
multiplier. And because that way you're going up, like if Godwin
Yeah.
does well, and all I needed was Curtis Samuel to catch a pass.
Did he not?
Well, he in the game, and Cam totally missed him in the end zone, and I was like,
Oh.
what the? Because I had Curtis Samuel ahead of DJ Moore, just to separate myself,
Right.
and
Contrarian.
all I needed was DJ Moore to do worse than Curtis Samuel, and if Cam threw that touchdown, I would have won like $800. But
What?
yeah, it was it because
Oh,
I
that's
was
sad.
the only one to have Godwin ranked that high.
Yeah.
So everyone's like C-Mac, C-Mac, C-Mac.
Yeah.
And
Obvious choices.
yeah, and I was like, dang, man, just one catch and I would have got the 800.
I feel like you're always like on the cusp of winning a big one, and then you always get like, something crazy happens.
That's how the tournaments always are. Like, and I'm watching the game. I'm pretty calm because if it's like $1 million, I'm not calm. But if it's 800, I'm calm. I'm just like, let's see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
OJ Howard's giving me a goose egg in season long, not going well. He's playing horribly. He's like a bad fullback. It's so atrocious. And then Curtis Samuel flashes in the end zone wide open. Cam sees him, throws it, and then the ball's like out of it. It's not even on camera. And I'm like, wait, what the heck just happened?
Should we tell people about the anomaly of our game? How we had 4 tight ends with 0 points, and I won by 0.4
Yeah,
because of
that was
Njoku.
incredible. So I basically conceded to you, and I was like, good game, because just everything was going so bad. I ended up doing okay, actually. I don't know
Yeah.
why I was so mad. Like overall in fantasy, I don't know why I was so mad. I think I got some predictions wrong, or so. I was just mad. And so I'm like, good game, Mike. And then when you're like, it's actually a bit closer than I thought. I was like, oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was
What
like,
were
it
you
is.
looking at?
I was looking at like the old projections or something.
Oh yeah, because it is. I think it's confusing how ESPN like redid the. I don't know. Just very
No, it is.
confusing
It is.
sometimes.
No, it is.
Like, what
It
is
is a little
this?
confusing, but just picture me. I'm swiping through, looking at
Yeah,
7
just
leagues,
glancing.
and then I see, like, oh, Mike's gonna beat me by 29 points, 27 points. I'm like, good game, Mike.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
You're like,
know.
I thought it would be closer. And then I was like, and then I looked at it the next day. I'm like, oh crap, I was looking at the wrong, I was looking at projected points. And then, so me and Mike he was ahead by 0.3 because Damian Williams got hurt. Mike had Damian Williams. You're ahead by 0.3. All you have is David Njoku.
Yeah.
And you beat me
By
by 0.3. I was the only way I could win is if Njoku got
I almost
end around.
benched him just to like not have him like do something stupid, which would have been smart actually in this case because like he could have like fumbled and then I could have lost.
Yeah, but the stat correction, so it's tough, dude. It's a tough decision. And then he looked like he got hurt really bad. So Mike
Oh,
ended
it's
up
bad.
beating me by 0.3 in the couch league. My team actually did good. We both picked up quarterbacks off waivers. You got Dak. I got Brady.
Yes.
We both started them.
Yes.
Both our teams did
Yes.
decent. And then this is the weird anomaly.
Yes.
Mike had Njoku and is it Jimmy Graham?
Yes.
And I
Jimmy
had
Graham.
OJ Howard and Chris Herndon.
Well, Chris Herndon wasn't gonna get points.
Still,
but
though, that's
still.
4 tight ends with a total of 0 points.
That's unheard of.
0 yards, 0 receptions.
One
nothing.
broken wrist though. So there's that. David Njoku got a broken wrist. But yeah.
Oh my god. So that's what happened. And let's talk about Minshew, man. Minshew doesn't have the strongest arm, but he's really good.
I'm sold. I'm Team Minshew. from here on out.
Not really a reliable fantasy option, but he's
But
good.
just in general, as a man, as an icon,
As a mustache, yeah.
as a mustache, greatest mustache. He has a better mustache than Rodgers. I'm sorry, Rodgers' mustache. His mustache sucks
Rodgers
now.
looks. Imagine if Rodgers was like not a good quarterback, he would not get a pass. It'd be like, who is this
Yeah, he'd
weirdo?
be Gardner Minshew.
This weirdo. How many? Nah,
He'd be
no,
Gardner
no.
Minshew.
Minshew has a little bit of swag to where you're like, let me see what's up with this guy. I'm intrigued. I'm not giving him a pass yet, but I'm intrigued. If you
Well, if he
saw,
lost tonight, he wouldn't get the pass, but he won.
if you saw Rodgers, you're like, what cheap beer does he drink, and how many crimes has he been arrested for? So
Yes.
it looks Rodgers does not look good with the mustache.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's good, and DJ Chark is the
Ooh.
real deal. This guy's been consistent. He's got everything. He's got the trust of Minshew. He's got speed. He's deep threat. He gets touchdowns. He has good hands. Seems to always be open. I like it, and I also like what Minshew. It was a fourth down. They went for it, which was actually a very smart move. And Minshew didn't throw a pick because that's the only way you lose it if you throw like a pick six.
Yes.
So he threw it far away from the defender. Actually should have been a touchdown. And then it actually made sense because you had to drive 95 yards and not something Mariota could do. And I like the call there because if you kick a field goal, a bunch of weird stuff can happen. Now you're kicking off. How about if they run it back off that kickoff? You know, so many things. I'd rather let Mariota drive 95 yards.
That was the ultimate, like, Mariota, you suck. Like, you have no chance to drive this ball 95 yards. That's what that said.
Yeah. Even a good quarterback can't do it. But, yeah, I mean, Rodgers, it's a little bit, that's like, you're still, like, wondering, like, oh, can he pull off a miracle?
3 TDs?
Hail Mary, yeah. Mariota to Dion Lewis? I don't think so.
Oh, God. That was just... I don't know how he still has a job. Like, honestly, he's probably the most, like, underwhelming 4-year starter that we've had in a long... Him and Winston, coincidentally, are horrible. And they're the top 2 quarterbacks in their class.
Yeah, Winston could be a gunslinger, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Mariota cannot be a gunslinger. There's no way.
Yeah, Mariota can't throw picks like Winston.
That
guy is such a good talent at throwing these picks. I think I hate Tannehill, but a lot of people think, and chat, let me know, is Tannehill really that far behind from Mariota? I think he is.
What do you mean far behind? Like talent?
Yeah, like
I don't
like a Madden rating or just any, just
I think they're very, very close. I think in my eyes.
So they're both like 4 out of 10. Kind of like that.
They're both like equally horrible, I think. That's just me, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out, I bet, at some point in the season. We'll find out.
Tannehill is, what's the baseball reference? Tannehill is at deck. Tannehill's up on
He's
deck.
warming
He's
up.
warming
up the arm.
Yeah.
Loose.
He's right there. What did 247 Canes is talking about? Chark says, and he doesn't drop balls like D.D. Westbrook. Yes, we benched D.D. Westbrook in the Throne League.
Bad pick.
We thought that was one of our best draft picks, getting Westbrook around round 8 or 7, something like that, like super late. We were like so excited and whatnot. It wasn't a good pick.
It was until Nick Foles got hurt. I mean, that's what really.
Well, Diddy's not playing that. Like Conley and Chark are playing better.
Yeah, but he had the chemistry with Foles, though. That's the thing. Like, it's all about chemistry with the quarterback, and he had that. But he did drop a touchdown pass tonight that he should have caught, which was inexcusable. And yeah, he definitely got outplayed by Chark.
I think Westbrook had 2 drops this game.
Well, he had 1 touchdown drop.
Yeah, that's the one we all remember.
Like, that one was bad. Like, that was like, whoa, all right, drop.
Well, our best draft pick was actually Mark Andrews in the very last round.
Great pick. Pick. That saved you.
Yeah,
wow.
That was a good one.
Good job.
Tight ends are at a premium. So
yeah. I picked him up last week in 2 leagues off waivers, and I missed out on Hawkinson, so I was kind of mad. But now I'm like, thank God. I got 2 Mark Andrews now. So I have one league where I have Kelsey and Mark Andrews and Ertz and Mark Andrews. So I'm rich in the tight end position.
And don't trade them for cheap. Like
Oh, I'm not trading them at
you
all.
have to
I'm keeping
value
both of
them,
them.
like because it's.
Oh, I do. Look in Couch League. What happens when you don't draft a good tight end? Look what happens. Disaster.
Oh God,
Disaster.
goose eggs everywhere.
Goose egg.
We're gonna get into the buy low, sell highs, but really quick, I want to thank our sponsors, Monkey Knife Fight, and we're gonna play a little over under, guys.
Woo!
It really helps support this channel. So proud to have a sponsor like MKF, and a cool one at that. A cool little. They gave us this little bobblehead over here, Furious George. So
I got my shirt.
this
everybody.
Mike's wearing his MKF shirt. So
Love it. Great design and logo. I approve. I actually played my first Monkey Knife Fight game last night, and actually I'm very surprised how fun it is. It's really easy. Like, you don't have to think. It's pretty straightforward, and it's very intuitive. So I think you guys will really enjoy playing on MKF. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, 2 good things about it, I'd say, is that you can kind of pick what you want to. You don't have to play every game or pick from a big pool necessarily. You pick what you want to do, and it's usually over under or touchdown, no touchdown, home run, no home run. Super simple, and it's fast. Okay, so let's do over under really quick, guys. Live chat. You guys seem to be a bit behind on the lag, but try to keep up with me, will you? All right, this is a game I'm targeting right here. Falcons, Colts. Over under for Matt Ryan is 302 passing yards. Over under for the Jacoby Brisket is 226.5 passing yards. So for Matt Ryan, 302.5 passing yards. Over or under? Guys in the chat.
I'm going under on Matt Ryan and over on Jacoby Brissett.
Same here. I see this being a high scoring shootout. And I got Matt Ryan right around 300 actually. But a couple yards, like I'd be more inclined to go under, even though it's a shootout. That's cool. If he goes over, I'm not going to be worried about it too much. I got Calvin Ridley in a couple leagues, so it's all good.
How much are you putting for your buy-in amount?
Usually
I'm gonna do 5.
I usually do 2.
Oh, you do 2? Or
I'll do 5.
All right,
I'll do 5.
I mean, actually, let's do 2. I'm not as sure on this one.
I'm gonna do 5 on this.
Okay, 5. Okay.
Yeah, you do what you want. You could do 2.
Well, I'm gonna do 5. You're gonna do 5.
I'm doing 5.
So I click on it, and then what?
So you click 5. Yeah, we click 5, and then you scroll down, and then you click submit.
Oh, okay.
And it's super. And so if you get it right, you win. Ooh, 3x you're buying. That's amazing.
What?
It wasn't that much. I don't know what
That's
happened.
Tight.
These guys are just going crazy. They just want.
You guys should really play this.
They just want more people to play.
Like, it's tight. It's easy. It's fun, and yeah, I think it's a good platform. No joke.
I'm sure I'll end up losing at some point, but so far I've been absolutely crushing it. So
I might be rich off this.
No, it's not a rich. It's
okay.
It's like a cool little game where you win. Like.
Yeah, I need more of that.
This is why you don't.
I win.
That's why it's so easy and simple. Like, boom, boom. Yeah. So we put in 5, and so we're gonna win 15.
Wow, is that?
If we got to hit both though. You got to hit both.
Oh,
it's pretty. Yeah. That's why it's 3x.
Oh,
that's still great though, and it's easy.
Great.
It's easy to do.
Let's do another one.
Next game. Okay, so, and I think everyone's agreeing with me. Oh, Mark, really? Ryan over, Brissett under. Oh, proceed at your own risk.
That's not that bad. Like, that could easily happen.
Well,
in that game.
I disagree, but Richard's with us. Under for Ryan, over for Brissett.
Yeah, I just don't. I think Matt Ryan. I'm not high on him this year. His O-line's awful, and they have no running game to speak of. They shouldn't have got rid of Tevin Coleman. Should have kept him.
Steve asked, the real question is, do they pay out? Yes, they do pay out. The first week, I know they were super slow because influencers like me blew the site up, and they were slow. And I think they got that fixed week 2 of NFL, though. So I don't think they've had any issues. And that was just a lag issue, so should be good. They do pay out, guys. Okay, next one. Chiefs, Ravens. I think this is a premier one. Everyone's going to be watching this game. Must watch TV.
Wait, did we do this one? Oh, I did this one already by myself last night. That's why. It's okay.
So Patrick Mahomes, 315.5 pass yards, and Lamar Jackson, 265 pass yards. What do you guys think? Over or under for Mahomes?
I'm going overs on both.
I'm going.
Wait, where do you see the games that you played already, or that are live right now? Like the ones that I already did.
On my screen it's gonna be hard because I'm all zoomed in. There is a.
I know. I'm just looking like, where do I go? Because I can't find where I.
No, there is, and you can actually with like cancel it.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because the game hasn't.
Yeah, you can cancel it. Because that's what I did. Like when I was making videos, I canceled out and redid it. So what did you say? What does the chat say?
I was trying to finalize. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. What are you over under? I forgot what you
I'm
said.
overs on both. I was just trying to find like where I put my, which games I did already. Okay, I think you have to go. You go on it and then you click on. It'll say like star shootout early games, and then if you went on it already, you can click on it. It says star shootout early games. I think. I don't know. Actually, no, that's wrong. Okay, we'll figure it out later.
It's super
off air.
It's super easy, dude.
No, I just don't know where I can't find it.
Like, yeah, I know. I found it. So I'm going unders on both. And Keynes agrees with me. Mark says Mahomes over, Jackson under. Yeah, and I'm going. Let's go.
I think Jackson under. I feel like Jackson is more likely to go over since the Chiefs' defense is much worse, isn't it? Like in that logic.
Yeah, it could. I think they're gonna run the ball a lot, as much as they can, and that's why. So a lot of rushing yards for Lamar Jackson, and hand it off to Gus Bus, Justice Hill, Mark Ingram. Like they do whatever they can to keep Mahomes on the field.
Airbound with Andrews and Hollywood.
Oh, I'm going $5. I'm going under. And then submit. Okay. Over for both, says David.
Okay, I figured it out. So what you do is you go to my dashboard, and then you go to upcoming because mine was on live. So you have to go to the middle tab.
Okay, that's not. No one needs to know. It's so easy.
I mean, I don't think it's that simple.
Yeah, it's fine. I've found it plenty of times.
All right.
Next game. So we have Niners, Steelers. It's in San Francisco.
Ooh,
this is a bit tough one. I think I like the first one the best that we did.
Wait, can you change? Oh, so you can change like which one it is? Oh, I see now. So you can change the different what you're guessing on. Okay. Oh wow, that's cool. So you have you're under the first one, the over under for Jimmy G, the three times.
Yeah.
One. Okay, this one's a little tougher for me. Okay. This is NSF, so Jimmy's got to be slanging it. I don't know. I'm gonna go over for Jimmy, under for Mason.
I'm going under for Jimmy, 278.5 pass yards. I'm going over for Rudolph.
Actually, you're right. I'm going under and then over for
Niners Mason. Will get the dub. Rudolph will throw it the fourth quarter a lot.
Okay, I'm doing that too.
It's just gonna take one of those yak plays to get him over. And Jimmy G, he can easily go over, but I'd rather go with the running backs and keep, play some defense. And so I'm thinking Jimmy G will get about 260 pass yards. Mason Rudolph, I think, will get a lot more than 234, actually.
I think this is going to be the George Kittle breakout week.
It
So
smells like. I thought that was last week though.
no, this
This
week.
week.
This is the week. Yeah.
All
It's like
right.
it's gonna be scary out there. Scary George.
People like
Crazy Kittle.
people's all over the place with this one. Jimmy over, Mason
I
under.
know it's very hard. This one's like unpredictable. I feel like because there's so many unknowns. Like Rudolph, you don't know what he's gonna do. Never seen him play really.
Well, guys, you can go ahead and play right now. Just go to monkeyknifefight.com. If you deposit $50, up to $50, you'll get $50 match, 100% match up to $50. Just use promo code COUCH. Again, head on over to monkeyknifefight.com or follow the link below in the description if you're on YouTube and use promo code COUCH when you deposit for your bonus. And it also really helps support this podcast. Thank you guys so much. Let's go to buy low, sell high. This is Mike's section because I don't know how to
Yes.
trade. I'm good at
Horrible
judging trades, but not actually making the actual trade. So this is Mike's
I'll
section.
give the listeners a insight into, a trade that I did. So I executed the first trade in one of my leagues. And so just to give you some context, I had Drew Brees as my starting quarterback and then Kyler as my backup. Drew Brees gets hurt last week, obviously negative points. So I still win, but now I'm down to one quarterback in Kyler who's kind of sketchy. And then I had a lot of depth. So I had DJ Metcalf and Christian Kirk on my bench, who like likely would not be good enough to start on my team. So I'm like, you know what? There's an abundance of wide receivers. Let's try and get another quarterback. So what I did, I saw someone who just got Dak. So he started Dak. So he's never going to start Goff again. So he had him on the bench and he's 0-2. So I'm like, all right, he might be willing to make a trade. So I targeted him. I sent him Metcalf and Kirk for Goff, and I took back an injured Deshaun Jackson as well. So now I have Goff and Kyler Murray, and then I was also able to get Josh Allen off waivers. So now I went from a weakness to a strength for the quarterback position. So just wanted to give you a little glimpse into how my trading mind works. That being said, let's go to my buy low and sell highs. So my first buy low is Aaron Rodgers, who we discussed earlier. He hasn't been playing that well. Definitely not the QB1 many expected this year. He's had some tough matchups early on. He had the Bears in week 1, Vikings in week 2. I think, the sledding is a lot easier this week. So they're playing the Denver Broncos, who are pretty bad. I think Rodgers bounces back. So if you're one of the league players that the team owner has given up on Rodgers, he's definitely a good person to target. This one I kind of put before the game a little bit, or when he was doing a little bit better, D.D. Westbrook. I think a lot of people dropped him, gave up on him. He did drop a touchdown catch today that would have, he would have looked a lot better if he made that
I'm
catch.
deleting this one. This one's atrocious. Rodgers, I like. I can.
Okay, well, this is bad now, but it wasn't
That's okay. This
horrible
is
in the
what we
beginning.
did when you're absent.
That's
I
true. Okay.
actually
Day-Day's
I
out.
liked 82% of your things, and then we got mad and deleted like 4 names.
Okay, delete.
Delete.
All right, this is how we do. Next one, Juju. So Juju is probably at the lowest point. Now he has a rookie quarterback, so people are probably like, "Oh, he'll be bad. He won't get as many targets," which is true. But I think his talent is still there. He's the only legitimate option in that passing game. They're definitely not throwing to Dante Moncrief. So
Oh,
Juju,
don't make me throw up my Jamba Juice. I hate that guy.
So Juju, I feel like you can get him. It's a lot easier than it was before the season. A lot of people are down on that whole offense, so maybe he's a guy you can get. Miles Sanders, another rookie that hasn't really exploded onto the scene yet. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, until he becomes the featured back. Jordan Howard, he's horrible. So Miles Sanders is one big breakout game away, which could happen this week. So keep an eye out on that. Josh Gordon, I put here because I don't know. I think there's a probability that AB could potentially be on the commissioner's exemption list and not play after all these accusations. And if he doesn't, then Josh Gordon is the perfect buy low because he'll become the number one A, 1B guy in that offense. He's going to receive a ton of targets. So yeah, Josh Gordon is someone that people are down on right
So
now
just
because of
if
AB's presence.
AB leaves,
Well, I mean, his value will go way up, is what I'm saying.
because I
So
hate him with AB there. I think he's
right, but
nothing.
it's kind of like you got to take a chance on like AB, the probability that AB, well, you don't have to give a lot to get him. Like you could get him pretty cheap, and
Yeah,
then if
he's
AB,
almost droppable.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
if AB doesn't play, then his value is gonna go way up.
So this is the
So
name we deleted last week. Why is he here?
okay, because this is it. This is his last chance before he's wiped off the face of the earth. So OJ Howard has the best matchup he could possibly have. The New York Giants, and they said that he's good. His coach Bruce Arians said that the balls will be coming. So that just tells me like, all right, they're gonna give him a chance at least to make some plays this week. If he doesn't do it this week, him and Jameis just write them off the rest of the season. But you got to take one last chance. This is it. This
So
is it. He'll never be on here ever again after this week. You'll know.
Advanced Algorithms has Winston absolutely going off. It says OJ Howard has a slight advantage in this type of matchup if he's being guarded against Antoine Bethea. So,
Well,
I guess
also I
it's
put him
there.
here because the tight end pool is just very. I mean, this is like the best person. You know what I mean? Like upside wise.
Okay, next name.
TJ Hawkinson, Hawkules in week 2 or in week 1, Hawkstrap in week 3. Not a good showing, but this week I think he bounces back. If there's some person, I was in a league that actually dropped him for a sec, but we have a league where there's no like time period so you can pick him back up instantly. So he dropped him for like 10 minutes and then picked him back up real quick, like before anyone noticed. So if someone's doing that, that means that they're low, obviously, after his poor week 2. But I'm high on him rest of the season. If you can get him because tight ends, I mean, there's not a lot out there. So it's a prayer at this point if you can get him. So moving on to sell high, we have Antonio Brown, who we just talked about. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about how the season's gonna end. A lot of people are still high on him right now because he scored a touchdown against Miami in week 2. He's obviously the number one guy with Tom Brady throwing the ball, but there's a good chance he doesn't play like a large majority of the games if any more craziness happens. So this is the highest he'll probably be. So some people have been making trades I saw on Couch Fam Group. This is the time. Second player, Chris Carson. Now, if you've been paying attention closely, he's been fumbling. He's fumbled the last 2 games, and Rashad Penny's getting a couple. He's getting a couple more snaps every week. Rashad Penny was a first round pick. I've seen this carousel in Seattle, running back carousel. They never commit to one guy. So Chris Carson, although he is very talented, it might be a time to sell high while you
You'd have
can
to
because you
sell
can get
them
a
to
lot.
people that don't watch, like don't keep up.
Well, there's a lot of those people. So
They do exist, but
there's a lot of them.
that's because I'm like, why is he sell high? And you explain. So that's what I'm getting at. So people that don't know that he has fumbleitis, essentially, because the stats are showing like, hey, he could be RB1.
Oh, he is like on paper. Like if you're not looking at the games and
Yeah,
you're just looking at the points, like you're like, oh, he's great. But really, you got to dig deeper, everyone. Same goes for DK Metcalf. As you guys know, I'm not high on rookie receivers. DK has actually surprised me. First 2 weeks, he scored week 2. He's actually been the number one guy, I think, over Tyler Lockett in Seattle as far as big plays, like targets in the end zone and whatnot. But I just don't know. I just don't see him keeping up this production the whole season. There's going to be some ups and downs. So 2 good games in a row from a rookie receiver. It doesn't get much better than that. I think you got to sell high on DK while you can. Now, this next name is
I'm
controversial.
way against these two. DK Metcalf he just barely started playing in the NFL.
They're a running team too, so let's
Yeah,
also
but
say that.
they've been a real running team the first week. They didn't throw the ball hardly, and man, Metcalf, I think he's solidified a good role, and with Russell Wilson, I don't know if you really want to sell high, especially with a guy as has so many haters as DK Metcalf. I don't see you finding a good trade partner to where you actually get something for your. This guy's your wide receiver four, so it's like I don't think you're gonna
Well,
be
I
able to
got
get.
Goff, and I wanted Goff, so I did. And you can too if you get creative, everybody. Don't let that
I
stop you.
guess yeah, you can get a quarterback. I guess that's true.
Yeah. Well, wide receivers grow on trees, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So you gotta this is the highest value he's gonna get because it's like potential. People are like, oh wow, he could be like really good, like you. So those are the type of people I wanna, take advantage of. Mark Andrews. So this is crazy because obviously he's very valuable. I think he could be, one of the best tight ends, but I feel like people are doing crazy things to get this guy. Like some of the trades I've seen on the Facebook page, like people are giving up a lot to get Mark Andrews. And I don't know. I think if you have a good tight end like me, if you have a Kelsey already or a Ertz, like maybe just shop it around, like see what you can get. If you need a big receiver or running back, like Mark Andrews right now is the hottest name. So you can get a king's ransom for Mark
See,
Andrews.
I'm seeing the
So
opposite with this, so I guess it depends. Like some people, I didn't know this. Some people are willing to overpay, and for some
yes.
reason, some people don't value him as much. I think he's still going to be really good. He's definitely a
Who's not
tight end
valuing
one.
Mark Andrews like after the
We have
first
him
2
in the
weeks?
throne league, and no one's giving us any. Like they want him, but they're like here,
Well,
like
they're dumb because this guy is like he's the real deal, in my opinion.
oh yeah,
But
he's good.
yeah, I mean, but like so in the throne league, like you should just keep him because he's probably more valuable to your team. I'm just saying if he's like a luxury on your team, like me, I have Ertz already and I have Kelsey already, then it's kind of like an asset. You don't need him, but you can get a lot for him. So I'm just trying to paint a picture. The next guy on here is John Ross. Now, John Ross has had two really good, strong games, but I don't know. I just feel like he's going to show his true self sooner rather than later. I just don't think this production keep up. And everyone's on the John Ross train right now. His value is very, very high. You can get something for him. Like I think this is the highest his value will be for the rest of the season. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think you can get a lot for John Ross. It's time to shop him. Christian Kirk, same goes for him. He's had a good rapport with Kyler. He scored last week, a lot of targets. But, that offense, we don't know what it's going to be yet. It might be time to get out while you can, get something in value. And yeah, I think that's DJ Moore as well. He's another receiver. He played well in week 2. He is one of Jameis's favorite targets, but I mean, sorry, Cam's favorite targets. But I mean, that whole offense, that passing game looks terrible right now with Cam hurting. Allen's probably going to come in next week, so that whole offense is about to take a huge hit from the passing game. So maybe get out on DJ Moore while you can.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Cam there. See a lot of wide receivers on the sell high, so it's kind of like try to get your quarterback or
Yeah,
if you have
sell
another
now.
need or something like that.
Exactly. There's a lot of receivers, man. It's probably the deepest talent pool of receivers I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
So
Chark's a great ad off waivers of people like that.
Terry McLaurin is a good one.
Yeah, scary
There's still
Terry.
people out there like Nelson Aguilar could be good now. There's that Devin White on the Cowboys or Devin Smith. So there's a lot of talent that you could
I
find
actually
out
like
there.
Randall Cobb. Yeah, Randall
Randall
Cobb
Cobb, yeah,
for
that he's still out
in
there.
PPR. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a deep
Debo. Yeah,
pool,
Debo
man. Debo,
Samuel.
Debo's out there still, but you can't. There's no more quarterbacks. I'll tell you that. There's no more tight ends. I'll tell you that. So, and right, I mean, wide receiver is really the only abundant position now.
Yeah, for sure. So we're doing Q&A before we end it, guys. Joey asks, "Hey guys, I need to pick 3 from Brandon Cooks, Stephon Diggs, Calvin Ridley, and
Ugh.
Lockett. The league is half PPR. So we're going to bench
Bench
one.
the second one. Who is the second one?
No, that's Diggs. We can't bench him going against the Raiders. So start Diggs, start Ridley. That's for sure. And it's
Oh, they're going to the Raiders.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
they're so it's
Sorry.
between Brandon Cooks and Tyler
Cooks,
Lockett.
man, for sure. Cooks.
Bench Cooks.
Yeah.
Who are they playing? The Browns?
The Browns in Cleveland. That's gonna be a
And then
dogfight.
Lockett's the number one, so
And they're going against the Saints, who are in disarray now. Who
yeah.
knows what will happen?
Bench Brandon Cooks. That's
Yeah.
It's tough. But I gotta start Ridley and Diggs is the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
these are
I
the
like
games
Lockett.
where you can't
I like
resist.
Lockett.
What was that?
I like Lockett this week. He's
Yeah,
up
Lockett
top.
should do well.
Yeah.
Would you guys trade DK Metcalf for Evan Ingram?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer if you could use a tight end. Because
Is someone gonna accept that? I could have got Evan Ingram.
Yeah, because Metcalf's your wide receiver 4, so it's like I'm trading him for a really good tight end. I'm gonna start
There's no way that guy's accepted.
I feel like that's a hypothetical trade.
That's a hypothetical for sure. There's no
But
way.
we see weird trades every day.
Not like that. That one's bad.
I've seen weird trade today already.
That went through.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
I think people would veto that one. The DK.
So this guy's trading Saquon for
I saw that.
for Kit. No, on my DMs. I think it's for Kelsey and Dalvin Cook. I think that's a great trade. I mean, you can get a lot.
That's really good. I would take that.
Yeah, especially if you need a tight end. It's like you get the best tight end.
There's no way that's a good trade for the Saquon guy. Who does he have behind? Like, who are his tight ends if he's willing to trade Kelsey?
Yeah, that's weird. Or he was like, should I trade Saquon and Edelman for Hopkins and Dalvin? And I was like, yeah.
What?
I was like, do whichever one you want.
Yeah. Sure. Dude, is Saquon that valuable? I'll trade it right now.
Oh, we got a gross question by Cooper here. OJ Howard or Jason Witten?
Witten. I have Witten starting now in couch.
Witten's way safer.
Way safer. I'm starting Greg Olsen over OJ Howard.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's actually a good matchup for Olsen.
It is. It actually is a great matchup, and Howard's not good, so yeah.
I gotta go with whatever Mike chooses here because I'm too close to the Howard incident, and so
I have him too. So I'm with you.
Oh, I have more stock. I have twice as much stock in him as you.
But I got Olsen off waivers, luckily, thank God, which might have saved my season. So I'm back in it now because I have Greg Olsen now.
Well, they hear it start Jason Witten. He'll move the chains. He'll get a couple catches and might continue that touchdown streak he's on. David asks, don't write T. Hill. That's so confusing. Taysom Hill worth adding in a Superflex 12 team. No, not at all. Because so the only way this works out for you is if Taysom Hill is the starting quarterback for the Saints.
Yeah.
But the chance that happens is low. Like, there is that chance.
That could happen with one injury.
It'd probably be. Well, the thing is Sean Payton didn't flat out say Bridgewater's going to start. So I think this is where this question's stemming from. But it's going to be Bridgewater. That's
Call me crazy, but do you not think that Sean Payton wants to start Taysom Hill as the quarterback since he found him? He's like, he loves him so much.
I don't know.
I feel like he secretly wants him to be.
When's the last time we saw Taysom Hill behind center 5 plays in a row? I don't know.
I think he's good. He could be good.
Bridgewater to me is not bad.
He's not
good though. He's not good. He's not good.
It's very close, I think. If you put them both out there, I bet you the offense will look more dynamic with Taysom Hill. That's just a
it would be scary with him.
Yeah.
As quarterback, as long as he doesn't mess up and as long as he completes passes, it would be very scary. They'd be like, what are we going to do there? You know, a lot of creativity, a lot of motion, a lot of different formations. You never know what's going to happen. Every snap, the defense is like, I have no idea who to guard, what's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I still wouldn't. I'd say no.
Well, they paid Teddy, so they're going to play him.
But the question answer is no, right?
No.
Even though it's super flex, I'd rather add probably... I don't know. Josh Rosen, that's kind of tough.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's still
Well, at least
tough, though.
he's
I mean, what is he
starting.
gonna do? Is he gonna really give you
Gonna be
points?
bad.
Yeah, I don't know if
Gonna be bad.
I'm trying to find like a Daniel Jones. There we go. Daniel Jones is worth an ad
Oh yeah. There
in
you go.
Superflex because that'll be your QB4.
I'm high
So
on him actually. I'm a Daniel Jones truther. I think
I
that
think he's
he's
good. They
good.
just have to build around him. So let's see if Golden Tate still have some juice in the
He
tank.
does. He does.
And he's got Sterling Shepard is good. Evan Ingram is good. Saquon is
Yeah.
good. So build around him. And Dan, I wasn't. I was thinking, let Eli play out. Like, let's see what happens.
No,
And he was just so garbage week 2 that I had to shut up. I had to stop. It's over. Daniel Jones can't get any worse than what Eli did.
he's better. Way
Yeah,
better. I already know.
he's done. I don't even think Eli should play anymore. No more teams. That's it.
Oh no, he's not, bro. Like this has to be
It's
it. This is
done.
a
Like
very
it's lasted years, this misery, and it's over for you. It's done. You won 2 Super Bowls. I like the guy, but he's just not a good quarterback anymore.
good news though for Manning fans, Manning family fans. Arch Manning, who is the son of Cooper Manning, brother of Eli and Peyton, obviously. He started his first high school game this season for the same high school as Eli and Peyton, obviously. Starting quarterback, very good. He will be in the NFL. So the Manning legacy will live
Oh,
on,
that's
everybody.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
yeah. He's really
what
good.
about Jerry Jones' grandson?
Uh,
I don't know.
uh,
I don't know.
he's rich. So that's good. So, yeah.
Who should I start? DK Metcalf or Debo Samuel?
Dang. What's up with all these DK Metcalf questions?
I'm starting Metcalf.
Yeah, of course you're gonna start Metcalf based on the first 2 weeks. You can't just put Debo in there out of nowhere. Come on now. He's got to score another one at least.
Was it wise to drop Browns D and stream Titans tonight? I was scared of Browns
No, I
versus
did
Rams.
that. No, it was
Well,
dumb.
I would have said yes before this game.
Yeah, I mean, it look honestly, I was with you because it was raining. I'm like, how high of scoring could this be? Like, I thought it was gonna be a slugfest on the ground, and then you got Minshew just throwing
It was
TDs.
weird though. Right when the game started, dude muffed the punt and the Jags got it
Oh,
within the
downhill.
10. I mean, that really in a game like this, like I was like, that's gonna probably cost the game, and it
That
did.
was the game. That was the entire game. That whole thing right
That
there.
happened, and then they threw a bunch of flags, and so that was like, it's over. Like,
It's over.
yeah, these games are tough to predict. But luckily, one guy asked me on YouTube today. He said Niners D or Titans, and I was like, look, it's super close, but because it's Thursday night football and the Niners have so much upside, I was like, I like the Niners more. And he was like, so
Wow.
Niners or Titans? I was like, Niners. I was like,
Whoa, ballsy.
yeah, it's a little bit of luck involved. Like let's be frank. Like you never know, but it's looking much better.
Can I ask you a question? How many points do you think the Dallas Cowboys defense will score against Miami this week? I'm just curious. What do you think?
Dude, Josh Rosen starting.
I know. Is that bad or is that good?
Well, you don't know because I like Ryan Fitzpatrick way more, but this just how do you?
So what do you think is gonna happen? Like, is the defense gonna like demolish them, or is Rosen gonna be like somehow score a touchdown and then keep it competitive? Like, what's the outcome in your eyes?
Oh man, it's gonna be bad because it's a team that knows what's going on. It's not like we're gonna play hard like the Browns or the Lions when they were going 0-16. It's not like that. Like they're at least going out there and trying a little bit. Some of the players with the Dolphins, it's just all about not getting hurt and collecting paychecks. I mean, everyone knows this. Like there is no question about it. They just traded their best players. Like they only had one lineman on the O line and they traded him away. They're trying to trade away Kenyon Drake. So sky's the limit. I think the Patriots D I like more this week.
You know who I feel bad for though, which is gonna happen for sure, is Rosen. This is what's gonna happen. So he's drafted to be the quarterback of the Cardinals, right? Does 1 year they draft another quarterback, first overall, so he gets shipped out. to one of the worst teams probably in NFL
He went from the
history.
worst to the worst. That's
Yeah,
what's
he
funny.
went from
Last
the
year,
worst
the worst
to
was
the
the Cardinals.
worster.
Yeah, worser.
Yeah, to an
Yeah.
even worse situation. So this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna play him. He's gonna do bad, obviously, and then it's gonna happen again the next year.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they're
He's
gonna
gonna
draft a
be a
quarterback #1
backup. He's
overall,
gonna be
and
a
then he's gonna get
backup.
no. They're gonna. It's gonna be a cycle. It's gonna happen
Ryan
again. Just watch.
Fitzpatrick's 38, I think.
No, he's gone. Like, just don't worry about him. Like,
But
he's a
who's gonna
non-factor.
be the backup?
It could be Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm just saying, like, Rosen thinks he's a starter, so obviously he wants an opportunity to be a starter. He's definitely not going to be one after they draft
Dude,
Tua.
I want to be a starter. What is that? It's
No,
not.
I'm just saying, like, but like he has the pedigree of a start, like a top 10
He has
pick.
the
You know what I
pedigree
mean?
of a backup. He
No,
is
no, you don't know
trash.
backups were drafted 10th overall,
He's
and then
trash.
2
That's because
years.
they made a mistake. I
I'm
never
just saying,
liked
this
Rosen.
is what's gonna happen. He's gonna go through the same exact thing 2 years
Well,
and 3 years
you'll
in a
make
row.
all my jokes come true because everyone really, not everyone, but a lot of people really were roasting me and talking about me about like, hey, leave him alone, this and that. I was like, don't
Ooh.
worry, he'll unfollow the Dolphins sooner than later, just like he did the Cardinals. And so if that does happen, my jokes will all be crazy. They were purely jokes. Like I didn't even.
Oh no, they're coming true.
So you're
for
saying
sure.
he might unfollow the Dolphins in 3 months?
Oh yeah, anything's in play at this point.
That would make my joke kill, bro. That would be, yeah, that would complete the cycle.
Very elaborate joke, and I like it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if they draft like 2 quarterbacks. That's what they'll need to do because Fitzpatrick's career is over. I think it dies in Miami.
Well, he had a good run.
Thoughts on Mostert this week? I don't like it, man. 3-headed monster.
Really? I like it. I think it's fine.
No, I don't like Mostert against the Steelers. You have Breida, and then you have Jeff Wilson, who's the goal line back. It's not looking good.
Well, the real question is, who are you starting him over? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the real question. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just answer and keep going because that's what
We need context, everyone.
Some people go, "Hey, what do you think about trading?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
I was like, "I need give me some concrete." Will Lutz,
Give me something to work with.
Will Lutz or Zane Gonzalez? I'd say
Lutz.
neither.
Okay.
Look at my kicker rank. Go get you a Steven Hauschka, my friend.
What
Go
about
get
Sly?
you a
What are
Brett
your thoughts
Maher.
on the Sly guy?
Not this week. I dropped him
No?
for everybody on Hack My Lineup. I dropped him.
Ooh, okay. So that was a fluke. Week 2 fluke.
Well,
game.
not necessarily fluke, but yeah, I guess fluke. It's kickers,
Well,
right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes kickers, like Steven Hauschka's 100% this year, but only attempted 1 field goal. So it's like, there's a good chance he'll attempt more field goals. And so we'll see what he does. Brett Maher, now that's a kicker right there. Cowboys kicker going against the Dolphins. We're going to see at least 5 or 6 extra point attempts and field goal attempts.
Aren't they just going to score, though? They don't even need to kick field goal.
Hey, Tony Pollard might not be
score.
might not be able to punch it in the third quarter though.
Oh, okay.
We might see Dak come out the game.
That's possible.
We might see the second stringers. Like I project the second stringers to come in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this is
that's
set up to be a bloodbath.
Yeah,
honestly.
and then when the second stringers come in, they'll still do good, and then it'll it'll be all extra points, and then fourth quarter we'll see a field goal or 2, which will get you about 10 points. That's good. That's great. And he's accurate too, and we have a floor there. We have extra points, so the floor is there. The worst case scenario, we get 5 points from extra points, so we'll do good.
That's true.
24/7 Kane. So I have Josh Allen and Russell Wilson, but someone dropped Jared Goff. Question: should I drop Josh Allen for Goff?
No.
Should I drop Duke Johnson or Will Fuller for Goff?
Yeah, Will Fuller, get it.
No, I think you're okay. I think just stay put.
Wait, who does he have? Russell
Wilson and Josh Allen. These quarterbacks are interchangeable, but I like.
No, I don't know. No. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, people thought before that this is like a huge QB pool, but now that we've seen it all play out, it's actually shrinking rapidly. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but not in this guy's league because Goff is on waivers. that already tells me it's not.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Good point. Good
we're
point.
in leagues where
Good point.
Mason
Good point.
Rudolph's getting added. So this guy's not.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
that's true. You're right. I'm sorry. I traded for Goff, so I'm just a little
I
protective.
couldn't add Mason Rudolph in Throne. Someone picked him up before. Someone bid
Wow.
more than my $3.
What?
Yeah. So I
Wait, who
got
are the quarterbacks that you have in Throne?
well, Drew Brees because he got
Okay.
hurt.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's killing us. And then we got
Oh.
Cousins starting this week, hoping he'll
Oh.
turn it around. So
Yeah.
we added Bridgewater and Dalton.
Okay. I like Dalton.
I don't.
Minshew wasn't out there. I like
He
Minshew now. Get
is.
Minshew
Yeah, I didn't
if you
get him.
can.
I didn't think
Damn.
this was a good matchup.
Well, now's the time to get him if you can next week.
I don't know.
Really? I think this showed enough. If you could do that against the Titans, like there's
He's
upside there.
okay, but it's like I don't know if he's
Well,
enough.
he's a lot better than a lot of the other guys.
We'll see. We'll see if Cousins turns it around because so far he's been bad.
Yes.
We'll see what he
could.
does.
He has all the weapons.
It doesn't really matter anyway. If I added Minshew, I wouldn't have started him. So it is what it is.
I'm saying moving forward, at least you might have like some upside potential at the
I looked at
quarterback.
his schedule. It doesn't look good. So
Okay.
we'll see. Like I feel like he's good, but he's never gonna put up a ton
He
of
has good
points.
matchups. He's got Saints. That's a good matchup. He's got Cincinnati, another good matchup. Jets, another good matchup.
No,
And then
I don't think Jets are a good matchup.
All right. Well, I think
Cincinnati could be good though.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure.
Could be an RPO extravaganza with Taysom. This a bunch of crazy plays with Taysom. Huh?
Anything can happen with that. So
Bridgewater looks sketchy. No, he just looks very mediocre.
Boy, he like never got snaps with the first team. So that was literally the first time he's ever played.
He was scared.
He's scared.
Yeah, let's see.
Shell shocked. He saw his hero just go down in front of him. Like,
this dude could have started, but said, "I want to be Drew Brees' backup." He really said that.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare that you get someone who doesn't want to start and just wants to back up Drew Brees.
But so in my eyes, his thinking was, okay, Drew Brees is old.
Oh yeah, I think it was smart. It's smart. Yeah,
because then
like it.
then you get the keys to the Saints kingdom if anything happens to Drew Brees, which is what happened.
And
so
you're
now,
learning from Sean Payton and Drew Brees. The coach too. Yeah, it's a good system. Like I can learn from these guys. You're watching Mike Thomas. It's just it's a really good. I think he made a good, and he's still young, so
yeah, it was smart.
He'll have a lot of opportunities.
It was the right move.
One more thing, which side of this trade do you prefer, McCaffrey and Ridley for Hopkins and Mixon?
Oh man, that's actually very even to me.
I don't, because I'm torn with this McCaffrey thing.
Because
week 1, I apologized to everyone that how I should have been higher on McCaffrey. And then
now you look like
and then week 2, it's like
I was right.
It wasn't his.
He was too.
It wasn't his fault as far as his talent. It was just
Cam's fault.
They can like, oh, we know how to stop you guys. So
they only have one person to stop now. So
yeah, that's and then you have Mixon, who's I'm gonna go with Hopkins and Mixon, but
really,
it's full PPR.
Who was the receiver with Christian McCaffrey?
Ridley.
I'm gonna go with that. I can't do the Mixon thing.
Okay, just because of the quarterback position on the Panthers leaves me with uncertainty, and so I'm going with Hopkins Mixon. But it is very close, and I'm.
Well, you act like the quarterback situation in Cincinnati is way better. It's horrible as well, almost.
Well, this week we have a guy named Kyle Allen starting on the Panthers.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. There's a real question mark. With the Bengals, I at least know they can move the ball. So it's really on Mixon. Can Mixon step up? I think he can.
It's more of a Mixon problem.
Yeah, can Mixon step up? He got hurt. He came back. He rushed back from injury. Not coming up with excuses for him. I'm just saying I think he'll bounce back.
But this is one thing, though, that I don't think you're looking at in the trade is that you're basically decreasing your running back talent, but increasing your receiving talent. But running back is more valuable.
I also think C-Mac could suck.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
He's not going to suck. I don't think that's happening. But Well, Mixon could definitely suck. So there's a way higher probability that Mixon sucks than
I
C-Mac,
think
in
if
my
Mixon's
opinion.
healthy, I think he'll be okay. And then he has a lineman who could be coming back in a few weeks off the
Oh,
pup list. So I think
well, that's
Mixon's
just
gonna bounce back. You have to look forward. So me and Mike are in disagreement. He's
yeah.
on the McCaffrey side. I'm
Yeah,
on the
give me
Mixon
C-Mac
side.
all day.
The chat agrees with you.
They're
Only
smart.
one person, but that's 100%.
They're smart.
Fournette was saved by the last run. I mean, saved from
He
being
was. He was
whack. He
safe
was gonna be
from the last
super
one. He
whack.
was gonna be like, all right, why is he on my team? To okay, you get to stay one more week.
Michael as pick 2: Kirk, Samuel, Hardman, McLaurin.
Kirk, Samuel. So Debo Samuel, Hardman, and
Well,
McLaurin
there's
to
a
pick
Curtis
two.
Samuel too.
Oh yeah, so you guys gotta be.
Oh, it is. He said C Samuel. It's Curtis
Oh,
Samuel.
so Curtis Samuel, Miko Hardman. Who else?
Start Christian Hardman, McLaurin, Curtis
Okay.
Samuel, and Christian Kirk. I say
I think
start
Kirk and McLaurin for me.
start Christian Kirk for sure.
Yes. I'm going McLaurin,
And
scary
then I would
Terry.
start Hardman.
Against the Ravens defense.
Ugh, that is gross. McLaurin against the Bears though.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
Monday
I
night, that'll
guess
be a low
I'll roll.
scoring.
I'll roll with I'll roll with Hardman then. I didn't know the matchup. I was going off of the
I think we'd
Baltimore
all
matchup.
say Samuel if he had a good quarterback. But
Yeah, for sure.
should we just go with Samuel
No,
regardless?
no, no, no,
Against
no.
the
Go
Cardinals,
Hardman.
he'll get so many snaps. They'll throw it.
Oh, you're
Let's just go Samuel and Kirk in that
okay.
game
Samuel Kirk.
and
Samuel
watch that
Kirk.
game.
Yeah, just watch that. Okay, you're right. I like
Like
that.
it'll,
That's cool.
because the Hardman, you're just praying he'll get that one big play. As the Ravens are so smart, I
Yeah,
don't know
you're
if that'll
praying.
happen. Like he can definitely do it, but it's like, do you want to start him in season long? That's tough.
So are you high? Like moving forward, are you high on Curtis Samuel?
No, I'm off of all Panthers players.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't like anything with the
Because I saw him on
Panthers.
waivers and I'm like, should I? But then
Yeah.
now I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I hate the Panthers. And I was like back I was apologizing for C-Mac, but now teams are like, "Hey guys, let's stop this one player and make the quarterback throw." Think Ramsey gets traded, and if so, where?
Yes, tomorrow to the Raiders or let's
How about if
see.
he how about if he kisses Marone on the cheek and says, "I'm
Nah.
sorry." Yeah, but
That's a good question though. So where could he legitimately go? The only reason why I don't say Cowboys because they already got to pay a lot of
they just
people.
cut Taco Charlton. I think they're
Oh,
like,
maybe then.
no. I
Maybe.
think they're like, we have to pay Dak soon. So
Okay. So
Dak's
they're
a
not. There's
big
no way they
one.
can. There's no way they can take on a Jalen Ramsey
Bro, they're going to
contract.
have to overpay
Oh
Dak. It's
yeah,
gonna be
for
like
sure.
there's gonna be. We should just start on the memes now before it even
Yeah, start
happens.
now. Let's corner the market on the Dak memes for sure.
41 million,
Yeah. He's definitely looking worth 35 for sure.
dude. He's gonna get paid so much. He's gonna get Russell Wilson money, dude.
Well,
Because
I think
that's
he
the thing
deserves
is
it.
like every year it increases. That's why every year there's a remember Jimmy G broke the record. Remember Luck broke the record. Rogers. Every year someone breaks the record because every year the cap increases and it
Mhm.
changes and the quarterback becomes more and more valuable.
Yep.
And so I think Dak's gonna match one of these top contracts like a Russell Wilson.
You could.
And
Terry has deep
we're all gonna
pockets.
post memes.
Well, they are America's team, so you gotta pay these guys sometimes.
Ramsey to the Eagles. Ooh, that would be gross.
Ooh.
Eagles don't have a ton of cap space, I don't think, but
Yeah, like what's real? Can you go the Raiders? Because I've been hearing a lot of Raiders
yeah,
because they lost
Raiders. Look,
Abram.
the Chiefs can get him, but they're saying no because they have to sign Mahomes. And now Mahomes is gonna get
Oh
the
yeah,
megalodon contract, the contract of all contracts.
that's gonna be nasty. He's gonna set the market for like the next 5 years.
That's gonna be
Like
so
whatever he
weird.
gets.
Mahomes is gonna sign like 2 franchise quarterback contracts in one.
Yeah, they're never gonna pay a receiver over there. Oh wait, they did already. They already paid Tyreek Hill, but after him, like never, never again.
Dude, he's gonna get such a bit, and rightfully so. Like
Yeah, he's the truth. He's a legend already.
I think
Living legend.
Fitzpatrick has been part of every tanking team in the NFL. It's part of the
Yeah.
tanking playbook.
Yeah, it's definitely. I can't argue that. That's definitely true.
Kane says Dallas. Oh, we have a mixing truther here. Nice of you to
Show
join.
yourself.
Y'all trust Hardman and Robinson both on the flex spot?
Well, not both of them
Not
at the same
really.
time.
Look, I think both me and Mike think Mahomes will do good, but the Ravens' defense is still good. So it's going to be one of those grinded out games. Kelsey should have a great game, but maybe they double up on Kelsey like the Patriots did. Like, you just never know. All I know is I think Mahomes is going to do well. I don't know who he's going to throw to.
I think he's gonna have his worst game of the season, though. Like statistically,
He did good against the Ravens last year.
Like how good?
He did pretty good. I
Okay.
just looked it up. I forget the stats, but maybe 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He had his worst game against the Jags. I remember that for sure.
Was that week 15 where he knocked everyone out of the playoffs or something?
Yeah.
So he can do it, but he dominated the Jags in week 1. Ramsey to the Niners.
Ooh, now we're heating up. Can we do that? Did Jerick McKinnon give his money back? What happened? How are we affording this guy?
That would be amazing if we could just somehow.
Just like a couple mil, bro. Like
dude,
you're already,
we'd
came out on
have
top.
the best defense in the league.
Oh yeah,
Ramsey.
and we're like contenders, unlike the Raiders. Like we're actual contenders this year.
Yeah.
So that could be a good sign.
And Ramsey would know that Ramsey would hop on and be like, we probably have to change some schemes with that guy because if you have Sherman and Ramsey, you probably have to.
We would shut down both sides of the field. It'd be a nightmare.
Weird, yeah. It'll be like how the Jaguars used to be.
Wow, I love that.
Noel seems very excited. That's why YouTube is hiding his comment, but I think he likes that idea.
Let's pray, everybody. All the Niner fans. Let's all join.
Who got Taco? Nobody. I think he has to clear waivers, maybe, though.
Someone will get him. Someone will pick him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I think they cut him mainly just to save cap space. He wasn't suiting up, but yeah, they need to save cap space. The Cowboys are actually doing the right things. They are.
Dak contract's coming.
They signed Zeke. They needed him. They got the key defensive players. They're setting up for now and for the future. People are gonna want to play for the Cowboys.
Who doesn't?
Like, it's a good location. People want to go there. Premier location.
America's team. They're the premier. They're the number one franchise in like the major U.S. sports, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, value-wise.
Who do you guys think will be the hot new waiver guy for week 4? Oh, I don't.
That's way too early.
I don't know. I don't. People, as I see, I do my research Monday and Tuesday, and in DFS I do my research Friday, and that's it. Before that, I have no comment.
Can I throw a couple names out there?
Sure, yeah.
One is JJ Arcega-Whiteside on the Eagles. I think that with all the injuries, he's actually been very good in the preseason.
People
I think
already picking up now, though.
Yeah, people have. I'm just saying, like, he's not like he's out there on waivers. Like, you could get him.
Yeah, maybe less than 10% owned. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he could break out, I think, in this week with a good showing. Also, keep your eye out on Wilkins, Jordan Wilkins on the Colts. Mac's been banged up. He's dealing with a calf injury. If he doesn't play, he hasn't practiced all week. If he doesn't play, Wilkins is about to have a big game. So keep those guys on top of your mind.
And Taysom Hill. Keep tabs on him via a hot tip from the live chat.
Taysom Hill truthers. I like it.
I'm thinking Jalen Samuels. Well, I was already talking about him before the season.
Jalen Samuels? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he's not really like everyone knows about him already.
Yeah.
He was drafted. So.
Taco Charlton claimed off waivers by Dolphins.
Okay, so yeah, he's already working again for a great organization.
Oh, God.
He went from the best to the worst.
Best to the worst.
In one day. Dang, that's
Dang, this
sad.
guy's got a dolphin logo next to his name on the internet. How scary is that?
That's scary. Jerry Jones could ruin your life in one move,
Dolphins
one
claim
day.
defensive end Taco Charlton off waivers from the Cowboys. The Dolphins are ... trying to make their football team better. Who writes this Roto World blurb?
But like, okay, this is one thing like we should discuss about this. Like, is it that bad to get sent to Miami? At least you could look at it like I'm about to go on a vacation for the rest of the year, and like nothing's expected of me, so it's all up. Like it's all icing on the cake if you do good. If you do bad, who cares? And then you get to party in South Beach every week. Is
No
it that bad?
tax. It's not
Is it
that
that
bad.
bad, everybody? Would you call your agent and be like, get me out of this place? It's a nightmare. I wouldn't. I'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah, but he wanted. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's tough because
Could be worse.
what he wanted to suit up and play, and he was like, cut me or trade me.
Who are you talking about?
Taco Charlton, yeah.
Okay, well now you got your wish.
Now he's
Go
going to be
play.
playing soon. I think he'll play. I mean, why not?
Be careful what you ask for, Taco, because it might come true.
And the Dolphins could be good in a couple years, so it's not.
I don't know. We'll see.
In 2 years?
No, it's gonna take much longer.
Like the Sixers,
Like
how it took a while.
5 year. Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Ah, no way.
Yeah, you think that team's anywhere near competitive? No,
Yeah, they don't have
it's
anybody.
gonna be 5 years minimum before they're relevant.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of the players they have or they'll get or won't work out too. So it's a tough. I mean, just have to be realistic. You're not gonna hit on every pick, and you're not. The players you
No,
have
you're
now
not.
aren't gonna be good, and they'll be gone. And
It's bad. It's bad.
you're still in the NFL, I guess. I don't trust them. Oh yeah, it is what it is. I think that what they're doing is cool. Get stud linemen in 2020 and get Trevor Lawrence in 2021. Yeah, that could work out. And they'll just have to draft a quarterback next year, but not in the first round. So
Is there any chance that they draft a quarterback, right? Like they did with Rosen, and then he sucks, obviously, and then they have a chance to get Trevor Lawrence, and then they trade away that quarterback.
everyone's going nuts for Trevor Lawrence, and
That's what I'm saying. Like that could happen.
Everyone knows it, and if you get him, you need to get linemen. I think Andrew Luck is a good story for all GMs because they didn't build their O. If they built their O line like they should have, Andrew Luck would still be playing right now.
What kind of GM doesn't know to protect your number one pick quarterback with linemen? Like that's like it's like the easiest thing to do, like logically. Like, hey, I have a stud quarterback who is the number one pick, who's the franchise player. Why don't we protect this investment? You know, it's kind of weird.
Hey man, not everyone has a good O line. Like that's how it is.
Well, they did address it with Quentin Nelson.
No, they have it now. Like it was it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
They had Jim Irsay had to get arrested, suspended. They had to go through a couple GMs and coaches, and now they got it right. And he just said, "Man, I had enough. Like this was too much." And we're gonna end it on a bad note right there, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to both YouTube channels, Fantasy Couch Podcast and Fantasy Couch. Podcast is also available on Apple, Google, Spotify, the whole shebang. If you're watching the video, hit it with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let us know what's up, and we'll catch you on the next podcast.